Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 242 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. And just a second on YouTube. Lisbon, who is my podcast hosting service, continues to mess up the automatic of what should be upload to YouTube, so I do apologize to everyone that looks for the podcast there. I try to get it as soon as I catch it, but I have been a little late on that lately. Apologies. Xboxin10.com No Numbers is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. There were no big games out last week, but the games coming out this week include Food Truck Simulator, Argonauts Agency 3, Chair of Hephaestus, Nephathenus, Bashan Knights, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Rising Lords, Reze Tale, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, Knights of Greyfang, Cubics, Pal World, and Witch Rise. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 5 to cover this week. Number 1, Xbox to present Developer Direct returning on January 18th. Joe Screbbles on the Xbox Wire writes, "You are about to get an exciting look at some of the incredible games ahead with Xbox as we present a new edition of Developer Direct on Thursday, January 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Fans will get an inside look at a selection of highly anticipated games coming to Series XS, PC, and Game Pass. Shortly after, ZeniMax Online Studios will host the Elder Scrolls Online 2024 Global Reveal at 4 p.m. Eastern to preview 2024's biggest update. Presented by the game creators themselves, Developer Direct offers an in-depth look at the upcoming titles, how they're being created, and who's creating them. We'll visit Machine Games in Sweden to check in on their Indiana Jones game, swing by Obsidian's Irvine office to see more Avowed, head to Oxide Games' Maryland home to learn about Aria History Untold, and take a trip to Cambridge, England to see Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 from Ninja Theory. Please note, while this show won't have updates on games from Activision Blizzard, you can look forward to news from those teams later this year. This show will be a celebration of just a selection of our slate of upcoming games from Xbox. It's also another part of our commitment to consistently bringing Xbox players can't-miss experiences. Fans should tune in on Xbox channels at 3 p.m. Eastern on January 18th to see all the latest on Indiana Jones game. Machine Games, the award-winning studio behind their recent Wolfenstein series, will reveal their upcoming Indiana Jones game, an action-adventure that puts players in the leather jacket of the legendary archaeologist. Developer Direct will showcase more than 10 minutes of game and developer insights, including details about the game's setting and story, how fans will actually play as Indy, additional details from his globe-trotting next adventure, and the premiere of the first gameplay trailer. Avowed, the team at Obsidian will share the first deep dive into the gameplay experience fans can expect in Avowed, their upcoming fantasy action RPG set in the fantastical, vibrant living lands. Learn more about how Obsidian's expertise in building worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity come to life in Avowed, where players will have the agency to make choices to shape every step of their adventure. Aria History Untold. Hear from the leads at Oxide Games, a studio founded by veterans of the strategy genre and the creators behind classic strategy titles including Civilization V, as they unveil new exclusive gameplay and share more details about the inspiration, key features, and road ahead for their upcoming historical grand strategy game. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Ninja Theory takes us behind the scenes at their studio in Cambridge to give us some insight on how they are crafting Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. The team will speak to the ambition and meticulous care involved in creating Senua's journey of survival. Shortly after Developer Direct has concluded, ZeniMax Online Studios will host the Elder Scrolls Online 2024 Global Reveal at 4 p.m. Eastern, a standalone presentation where the development team will unveil the game's next major chapter, including the new zone, storyline, and other major features coming to the game's biggest update this year. Let's go! So happy to see this type of showcase returning in 2024, as they did it for the first time this Developer Direct in 2023. We did get at least a couple of release dates last year with some still blanket 2023 release timing, like with Forza Motorsport. But this, come on now, this has to be the day we get the release date for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I do think there will be a gigantic revolt if Xbox shows this game for the 45th time and does not show or tell us when we're going to get it. So that's my number one hope. I am really intrigued to see what this Indiana Jones game is going to be. Is this finally going to be the competitor to Uncharted that we have been looking for a very long time? Personally, I love this Wolfenstein series that Machine Games has done, so I'm a little upset we're also not getting that. And then the big question, is it going to be a third-person action game or first-person like Machine Games is known for? Can't wait to see more. I'm so excited for this showcase. Let's go. Number 2, Minecraft Legends development ends less than a year after launch. Wesley Yinpool at IGN writes, Mojang has announced the end of development on Minecraft Legends less than a year after the game came out. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy spin-off that launched in April 2023, courtesy of Mojang owner Microsoft. It uses real-time strategy gameplay with traditional Minecraft action and adventure. In a blog post, Christina Andekara, senior creative writer at Mojang Studios, said the developer is, quote, now going to take a step back from development, end quote. The announcement comes just 9 months after Minecraft Legends' release date. This means no new content will be released for Minecraft Legends, although Mojang has released the Bright-Eyed Hero skin for free. The game remains fully playable, which means existing Lost Legends challenges remains free and offer rewards. Technical support will continue, as will PvP and co-op. Quote, thank you for the following along this heroic journey and helping us make Minecraft Legends the game it is today, end quote, Andekara said. Quote, with the support of our team, our partners in the Minecraft community, we are going to continue exploring the types of games we are passionate about and bringing new experiences to the Minecraft universe, end quote. Microsoft and Mojang have struggled to replicate the enormous success of Minecraft over the years with its various spin-offs. In September, Mojang brought Minecraft Dungeons development to an end after the action role-playing game hit 25 million players. Minecraft, meanwhile, remains enormously popular. In October, Mojang said Minecraft has sold an incredible 300 million copies across its many platforms, making it the best-selling video game of all time. I think we often forget just how many copies Minecraft has sold. It's an incredible, historic success, and their spin-offs just haven't quite been that, but they both really haven't been received poorly. So I'm glad they're continuing to experiment with spin-offs, something I wish some of their other series would do, such as Halo and Gears, which I know we got tactics games, but keep exploring those types of different genres from the main game. Minecraft will exist probably forever. It's used in schools, kids, adults, everyone plays Minecraft. So it's sad to see that Legends is ending development, but I do feel like the story makes it try to seem a little more dire than it is. Not every game is going to be a live service game that they support forever. The game is there. Go play it. They made a lot of updates. They're just stopping the updates. So if you haven't checked it out, do so. I haven't done it myself, but people seem to like it, so enjoy. Number 3, Smite 2 is coming and won't replace the original Smite. Michael McWhorter at Polygon writes, Hi-Rez Studios and Titan Forge Games will release a sequel to Smite, the third-person MOBA that was first released in 2014 and has drawn 40 million players since the company's announced on Friday. Smite 2 will bring with it an Unreal Engine 5 powered upgrade and promises full cross-play and full cross-progression. Smite 2's developers say that the move from Smite's Unreal Engine 3 to Epic Games' newest game engine will give the sequel more godlike impact, meaning graphical upgrades and more dazzling effects. But Titan Forge and Hi-Rez are also promising gameplay improvements, including an updated user interface and better matchmaking. Developers also say that Smite 2 will be built with multiple control schemes in mind from the start, keyboard and mouse, controller, and even Steam Deck. The original Smite isn't going away. Titan Forge and Hi-Rez say they plan to keep the original game running as a standalone title, and the game, quote, will continue to receive regular updates and servers will remain available for the foreseeable future, end quote. But not all cosmetics from Smite will carry over to Smite 2, giving the undertaking of bringing 10 years of content to the sequel. Quote, there are currently over 1,600 skins in Smite, excluding Mastery skins, end quote, Titan Forge and Hi-Rez Studio said in an FAQ on the Smite 2 website. Quote, to just port every skin to Smite 2 would take about 246 person years of work, and we couldn't both do that and make Smite 2 as amazing as we knew it could be if we focused on something anew, end quote. An alpha playtest of Smite 2 is planned for the spring. Smite fans will be interested in giving the sequel a go and can register to take part at the game's official website. Smite 2 will be playable on PS5, Steam Deck, Windows PC, and Series X and S. Like the original Smite, it will be free to play. Had to give this some love. For a period of time, I was obsessed with Smite. And if the buddies want to give this game a go at any time, I'm usually the first one to say, let's go. It's just so hard for a game like that you have to play all the time to keep up with the meta, and that's always the hardest thing about going back into. But hey, a new game, a fresh meta, a new experience, and I was shocked to see that the game was still running on Unreal Engine 3, which does make sense for the time, but I never put it quite like that. I'm excited what they could do with all the bells and whistles and power of Unreal Engine 5, and maybe the full game will release later this year, but let's see how this spring alpha goes first. Number 4, Palworld aka Pokemon with Guns shoots on the Game Pass next week. Tom West at True Achievements writes, Pocket Pair has announced that its, quote, multiplayer open world survival crafting game, end quote, Palworld, or Pokemon with Guns as players have lovingly dubbed it, will launch on Series X and S, Xbox One, and Xbox Game Pass on January 19th. If you're looking to scratch that monster taming itch, Palworld might be worth checking out when it releases next week. Palworld, as the name suggests, is heavily focused on its Pokemon-esque monsters known as Pals. But unlike other creature collecting games, you'll be able to do much more than fighting with your companions when collecting the Palworld achievements. According to Palworld's Steam page, it's an open-world multiplayer game that can be played solo, co-op, or up to 4 players, or via dedicated 32-player servers for a mass multiplayer experience. Over 100 pals can be found on your adventures, and while you can use your pals to fight off poachers from the dangerous world, battle larger, more dangerous pals, and explore dungeons, you can also use them as a workforce. Pals can be used as mounts, set to work on factory lines, used to build magnificent structures, help you with farming, or even eating you like a monster. I wanted to highlight this game since it's coming to Game Pass, and you at least have to do yourself a favor and just go watch the trailer. It's pretty shocking to see as an old school Pokemon fan that it is quite literally a Pokemon with guns. I feel I at least have to play an hour of this game because of how crazy it looks, so check it out, see it. Maybe you don't want to look at it, it's a little hard. Yeah, do what you want. Number 5, Halo TV series Season 2 gets a second trailer teasing the fall of Reach. Samuel Tolbert at Windows Central writes, and I'm only going to do what you need to know, because you can go watch the trailer for yourself, but Paramount Plus shared a new trailer for Halo series Season 2 on Thursday. This trailer shows plenty of action and somber moments, heavily implying it'll center around the fall of Reach. Halo the series Season 2 premieres on February 8th, 2024, exclusively on Paramount Plus. Not much more to say. The first season is objectively not good from a Halo fan, but it also wasn't horrible in my opinion. I mean, it's not good, but there was brief moments where it was fun to watch. It does look better than the first season. I still don't know what they're doing with him out of his helmet for so much, but the fall of Reach could be pretty cool, and I will say all the action scenes were really good from Season 1, so hopefully they beef that up, because Halo, the series Season 1, was the most successful show on Paramount Plus, I believe. So here's to hopefully a bigger budget and bigger things for Halo, the series Season 2, which we won't have to wait much longer for to see. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and this is credit to Demand Sage, who has been compiling Xbox statistics for some time. So, based on their statistics from SimilarWeb.com, the number of gamers worldwide is expected to be 3.07 billion by the end of 2023. The Xbox stat revealed that the number of video game players in 2023 will increase by 1.8 billion compared to 2015. The gaming industry has continuously grown over the past years, and here are the details of number of gamers recorded over the past years. 1.99 billion in 2015, 2.11 billion in 2016, 2.26 billion in 2017, 2.42 billion in 2018, 2.55 billion in 2019, and 2.69 billion in 2020. I don't know if there's a single, at least American family in the United States that doesn't have someone in their family who is a gamer. Whether that's hardcore games, casual games, or mobile games, they are all video games, and video games are fun and a great hobby, and I've enjoyed them ever since I was a little kid, and I don't think there will be a day that goes by that I will not be a gamer for the rest of my life. Yes, nerd and proud. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week I haven't had too much time to game, but I did get a little more time into Alan Wake 2. Really enjoying how much more survival horror this game is than the original. And then Marvel Snap, just every day and always. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Broza93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.